Well, just wait and see, I suppose.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Evening.
Hiya.
Dave, good evening.
How you doing?
I've got the lounge window plus a fan on for the first time this year. Well, the lounge window open. The lounge window's open quite a lot, but not when cycling. It's too cold. But it is open. The neighbours will be wondering what is going on.
Especially when you start swearing in about 1 minute 20.
Please don't. I was just honestly that came to me. I was just about to get on the bike and I thought, oh god, oh no.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It couldn't happen again.
it shouldn't, but I need to find all the Strava files for this route, or not this route, but the London Pen, and then Gareth can send them to Zwift on my behalf and go, what?
So any last minute tactics? We're just going to stretch them up the common, see how it goes.
I think we'll just sort of pitch on and off the front. If it looks laid back, we can still do that just to keep them guessing, and then
Yeah.
without ruining ourselves. No, if they're not doing anything, there's no need for us to overdo it, and then
No. Wear ourselves out.
potentially attack after the left-hand turn in Fox Hill. But as we well know, none of this really goes to plan.
Yeah, our advantage over 20-minute averages on them is only slight anyway, so
Right.
Yeah.
but it's just the best
As
strategy.
long as they don't lose our draft, then their advantage will not be. Nobody's going to. Oh, it's still in the pack.
Out of the pen.
Out of the pen. God, blimey.
Nope.
Yeah, they seem happy to sit in.
Yep.
Going by the avatar guy to my second right, looks like a monster. A sprint goal. Help. Go. Yeah, every time they slip onto the front, they come right off the gas.
Yep.
Coming through. Got the front covering middle and the back.
Yeah, I'm near the back.
Let them work. They're awfully obliging, I've noticed in the last few races, doing all the hard stuff.
They really don't want to do any work.
Nah. Yeah, it's hard to not stay on the front.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's make them work of it.
I'll go off, Dave.
I think a couple of theirs are hurting now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I saw a power up.
I don't think we're going to get much gap short of going for a full out sprint,
No.
which really makes no sense.
I've got an aero power up. Could use just before the climb, kind of lead us into it, stretch them a bit before the climb.
Okay, I've got any. .7 up front.
He's just making his catch.
It's coming off, I think. You know?
Yeah. He's making us drag his team back to him.
Oh well.
They then let Peter go.
Yep.
Let him go, let him go. Don't have them. Stay behind. They're not prepared to put one rider out to chase you. They'll only go in a pair, as long as you don't let them.
Red cap might be going. No, he's backed off again.
Right. Just take one of their riders and cover them.
Great work, Peter.
Yeah, good effort.
Catching you quickly now, Peter.
Watch for any attacks will turn up. Basically got 4 near the front now.
Okay, Peter, we're in your draft now. Well done, he's on. I'm going past Dave.
Yeah.
Another one on the other side of him.
They're just sitting in, aren't they?
Yeah. Pretty much do or die time for us. Do we put in a hard effort before the hill, or do we save it for the hill?
I think we get onto the hill and
Just try
I
and
don't
match
think
them.
well, yeah, if they attack, which I don't think they do, and potentially read the situation into the first left-hand turn, and potentially Dave could throw an arrow. We all latch onto that and try and break away.
Yeah.
Because there's expectancy. If you don't start at the bottom of the hill, you're not going to be doing anything to the top of the hill. So maybe just mix it up.
We've got quite a steep bump after the banner when we get to the top of the hill as well.
Yep. Which means we're going to have to keep working.
Yeah.
And continually work over the top of the hill. Great.
Oh, Peter's saving himself for the 5.5 he promised us on the hill.
Cool.
Is that watts or minutes? That's 5.5 minutes. That's still KOM. Wee bump here. Careful.
Hey.
Disappear.
Oh, there's that. Let's hold steady, reasonable watts up the first part. Potentially consider left-hand turn brake. See what they're doing. Pressure on.
Oh.
We dragging two of them?
One, I think now. Oh no, two.
Two.
There's two of them still with you.
I only see two.
Okay.
There's only three there.
Yep. Well, what falls off?
There's one hanging on. Keep going. It's not the ghost. Go ahead, guys. All clear.
We'll go faster. As a foursome over the top.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
I've got my arrow when we need it.
Other side of the next hill.
Yeah. That's good effort. Great work, guys. You've got a 12-second lead.
You have to keep together on the last push coming up. Feather. Thank God.
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Coming, guys. Wait, guys.
Yeah, coming through.
Yes, a bit. What the heck? I haven't got the power. Now we can enjoy the view.
Yeah.
25 seconds. 22. Gareth, I expect a 15.5 watts a kilogram sprint just because. You-
Oh, you can see them.
Right, half a minute back.
I think they're either ones or twos. That does greatly help them. Hold a steady pace.
Someone remember to pay for the parking on the way out.
Dash. I didn't bother, I thought it'd still be in the pen. Hold the blob.
Good work, everyone.
Yeah.
Plan that actually sort of worked. Peter's also in a good position. Right.
Well, I might say that I don't know if we'd be in this position if it had not been for Peter earlier on.
Yeah, it was a good push, wasn't it? To tire him out.
I think it ruined a couple of their riders.
Yeah, they weren't quite sure what was going on there.
And that's a more noble sacrifice than any of Ian's sitting in the pen sacrifices.
It's hardly a sacrifice, I suppose. High fives all round.
Need to know I can do it if I need to.
Top effort. Excellent.
Fantastic result.
Well done.
When are you going to tell Peter, Garrett, that you said we shall sacrifice it? going hard. Encourage him. Blame Garrett. No. Just joking. You did.
Where's Peter? Where is he?
Oh,
Can you fan you, Peter?
here he comes.
Come on, Peter.
Good enough.
I can't
Peter's comfortably beat 3 of them.
Fantastic. Well done, Peter.
Yeah.
Great effort.
Yep.
I think the words that come to mind, my favourite sentence, measured effort. Sacrificing and still getting.
What a team player, Peter. Well done.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
well.
well done, Peter. Good effort. Really good.
Fantastic.
The question you have to ask Peter, is Peter glad he put a battery in his heart rate monitor, or is he shocked at the rate of his heart?
Well, whenever I was going off the front, and guys was saying, "Keep going, you're doing really well." I was looking at my heart rate; it was 195. I was like, "I don't know how far I can go."
I can't even count that high. Good grief.
Oh, look at that.
That was the perfect team effort on me.
No, you were
Yeah.
part of it, Peter. You were
Brilliant.
definitely part of it.
Yeah. They were,
Oh, yeah.
clearly, I don't know what their plan was, to be fair, but I think we chose the right time just to get round the corner and just keep the pace on, because they were already starting to drift.
I was amazed at your man LaRusso, because he went off so quick, and then
Yeah,
he just completely died of air.
yeah. I mean, you can see the
I think
stick
he was-
away, and
I think he was a lost leader. I think he wanted some of us to go with him and tire us out, and then
Yeah.
the rest of them would come through. But the rest of them
thing
didn't
was-
have it.
he took 3 or 4 of us in one blow, and by that point we were put a second. That the wee guy Vincent, who kept sitting on the front more often than not, I thought he might be a danger man the hill, but he fell. Once the 4 of us chased down the front man, he fell away.
There were 2 of them that clung on as best they could to the back of you.
Yeah.
They just hadn't done it, and they couldn't contribute anything.
They kept
Well, I
on getting
don't know
level
whether-
with us, and we kept on pushing ahead of them,
Yeah.
and they would just drop, and then eventually that was it. They just went.
I mean, we played it well. We had 4 guys cycling together. I mean, we all got a wee bit of a draft. Whereas they
Yeah.
were 1 and 2s. They were pushing themselves harder individually.
They must have chosen the wrong route.
Yeah.
Short,
It was a strange choice for sprinters, wasn't it?
Flat one. They should have.
Yeah, I think we maybe got caught up with the idea that because they'd picked the course, they were going to be good on the hill, and it actually didn't work out that well.
Yeah.
No, if you looked at the numbers that you sent across, there was no reason for them to, unless it was a very I don't know, yeah, weird scenario.
It's one of those things that I always, because I mean, whenever you see the watts per kilo, it's like, okay, that's we can cope with those watts per kilo, but then I keep thinking, it's like, but if they're any heavier than me, that's a lot more watts than I can put out.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
like,
I thought they might
Clearly.
try and I thought they might break and try and go up the hill as a group and try and drag the big guy up with them, who obviously looked like the sprinter.
yeah,
But he was so far off the back because they were splitting. They didn't have a group to go up in that clearly wasn't going to work for them either.
oh, well, I think their big guy went off the back basically immediately as soon as we hit the uphill. Like, it was
Yeah.
even before the climb actually started.
Yes.
It's almost as though they changed the plan. I think they changed the plan. I don't know what they thought they did.
Well, if the stats were accurate, 2 of them were really struggling before the hill. They were almost empty.
Yeah.
But the other 3 of them looked as good as us, and I thought it was going to be tough up the hill, but not to be for them.
No, you wonder whether the guy who shot off at the front, and then obviously Gareth. I think it was Gareth. Dave went after him. I think he saw 4 blue jerseys and realised it wasn't getting any support.
Yeah.
I kind of
But
panicked a
there
bit
wasn't
when
even, like, he could have dropped back to the other 2, and it could have been 4v3.
Yeah.
But he went right out the back. Like, I even finished in front of him.
I kind of panicked when I saw him going, because I thought, oh, if he gets too much of a lead here. And then as I was catching him, I thought, no, he's just conned us into going hard from the start here, and they're going to hope that we blow up.
But he actually did the work which we wanted him to do for us. Take us up
Yeah.
the left-hand bend, tire himself out, and then we'll just, as a foursome, push on. And I think that's what, well, a plan
the
of sorts
4
actually maybe worked.
the 4 worked because, you know, whether we were trying or not, we were taking it in turns, and there was a wee bit of draft going up there. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely on the 4% bit, isn't it? You can get a bit of draft there.
And 2 of the
Yeah,
guys
sure.
almost went up with us. We dropped them at the last right corner
Yeah,
before it
that's right.
flattened out. Yes.
well, nobody beat you, Jonas. I see you've got a nice polka dot jersey on there.
Where did
Oh.
we get that? I did wonder.
It shouldn't have been mine. It was Ian who was dragging me up.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I was off the front, I just wished I had Jonas's engine.
I think we'll just
Yeah.
we'll take Jonas's polka dot and we'll have it 2 months, 2 and a bit months each in a frame, please. That'd be great. We'll just pass it around.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
So do we want to challenge a team above us? And when do we want to do it?
I think we're getting a bit above our station. We just won 1 race.
Well, we've won 2 now, so
I don't see. I mean, why not? I mean, what's possibly go wrong? By challenging, we get to choose the course, though. Which
Yeah,
is
we
then
do,
become a
yeah.
whole-
so are we aiming for next Tuesday if I can get something?
Yeah, Tuesday
Absolutely.
works quite well.
Good for me. Yeah.
Yep, yep. I mean, you're not going to do that on a Wednesday and then think I'll do a TT potentially on a Thursday. But the TTs are getting a wee bit of a struggle for numbers at the moment.
The TTs are getting a struggle for numbers, which is why I thought maybe a Thursday for this as well. But I don't know.
Yeah, you could do. I mean, I don't think anybody would be the way that it's working. If even though it's all, I was keep putting a message up on a Monday. If it looks like a non-starter, there's plenty. You know, as long as the times work, then other people can jump onto other teams if they need us, or
Yeah.
vice versa. There's always an
Yeah.
option. But if this came up on a Thursday because it suited the other team, then so be it.
I know that a couple of other teams have been riding in a new dirt series on Tuesdays. So they have been riding on Mondays and Wednesdays and weird days. So
Right, so,
I'll try and get something for Tuesday.
okay,
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
take that.
Oh,
Any preferences for courses?
I
Depending
do like
who
a bit
you,
of a ramp.
if you've got
It does.
yeah, kind of small. Do it. That kind of box hills are quite. I mean, it's not. It's a steady gradient. It's not too long. You can obviously hold it for a period of time.
It felt bloody long
You know.
enough.
Well, you know what I mean?
I know 8 minutes as well.
It's what course?
No, it was a good length tonight. I couldn't have gone much longer than that at that pace, but it was a good length for tonight.
I
Yeah.
mean, do you do something like the what do you call it? The one in the
Yeah, a
Jurassic
bit,
Park.
bit longer than the.
Jurassic Park one, but Jurassic Park, yeah, it's such a nightmare.
Titans
All right,
Grove.
yeah. Titans Grove.
Yeah,
That fucking the Titans Grove
hate-
KOM is not one of my favourites.
no. And if anybody, if you've already worked hard for that last half mile, it's just,
Yeah, the lumpy bumpy bits.
and then you get split all over the shop.
Yeah.
We did
Look,
when we had a friendly on that one. We did blow some of the Let's Go runners out the back that night on Titans.
What about the French one? Where rather than doing RGV, you take left and go up the uphill before you do downhill? Or is that again? Because let's be honest, if you're going to do the French course RGV, nobody's going to be splitting until you get to that climb,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
just
it'll be the last third of the climb, and then obviously try and hold it like we did today on a downhill to the line. I think the French one's slightly shorter than Box Hill.
Yeah, it is. It's only about a 5 or 6 minute climb rather than
Yeah,
7 or 8.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
it'd be big flat watts for the first bit of the course.
yeah. I mean, we're much the same as London. I don't think anybody's going to try and break, and it clearly is difficult for anybody to break when everybody's evenly matched. So potentially you'd just be lobbing it round over the aqueduct to the bottom of that hill, and then potentially use a similar kind of idea.
Well, I would imagine if we're making the challenge, notionally, the team above us will be slightly better ranked than us. So
Yes, I'd imagine their 5, 10, 20-minute power might be slightly different from ours,
Yeah.
as per the weight as well.
the last time I looked, was it before we got challenged this week? It looked terrifying. And now they've opened it up to 5 teams above you can challenge. So I don't
Right.
think we'll be challenging 5 teams above us.
Oh gosh, no.
But that's what that
One
team
small-
did to us today. They were 5 below us.
Right.
All right, fair play to them. At the end of the day, I mean, if you get absolutely thrashed, you get thrashed. But again, tactically, you might play it correct. It's an experience.
I think our silver team got thrashed on Monday night.
Have they put a report up? 'Cause I didn't see anything.
I don't think so. It's the 2 weeks running, they've only had 4 riders out. And they're
Right.
sort of what I would classify as sort of the D end of the old spectrum. So
So
I
that's
think maybe that team's a bit higher ranked, but for whatever reason, some of the higher ranked riders are not riding in it.
they need that.
They picked,
Again, that
they had a big win 1 week on Innsbruck.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a few in that team that like the leg snapper.
The leg snapper's doable if, as a team, you're all able to do it at about the same pace, which means you consistently go over the top as a group. Because
Either that, or we could just go up the Innsbruck KOM.
Yeah.
I hate that. Oh,
Good.
it just goes on.
That would be a course that you could only do by mutual consent. The other team would have a veto on that.
Oh, I'm with them.
Would
On
I?
that. I'll be voting with them as well.
The strict criteria is 15 to 25, I think, kilometers, and it has to be sort of notionally loopable.
Right. Oh well.
Right.
So if you pick within those requirements, the other team can't say no, but theoretically you could race anything you want if they say yes. So you could race them up the Alp. I think we have had one go up the Alp.
Oh, it's not really. You can't really categorize that as a race. Let's be honest.
Well, I think
Every
it was
man
some
for
of the
himself.
I think it was some of the A+ riders decided they were having a funny day.
Taking the lunchtime beers. As long as you avoid the big Innsbruck Hill and most of New York, anything else.
I don't know. I quite like some of the New York rolling terrain. I think.
The flat New York ones.
Well, even the
The
flat
outer
ones,
loop-
there's enough of a wee bump in them every once in a while that you might get a wee break.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I don't. So to jump on board.
Something like Astoria 8.
That's the one they use for TT, isn't it? Well, probably not. Because all the lumps and bumps of that at the far end.
Yeah, if you do New York, you want to make sure you get Harlem Hill in because that's a good one to break on. That's actually not a bad shout. It's not too long either.
And it's technically a loop.
Yeah, but you could probably fit 2 laps of park perimeter in.
6, 7,
Harlem Hill
14
twice.
miles, 16 miles. Oh dear.
As long as you don't hit any of the glass roads.
So, no need for that. No need what's. Oh.
Well, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Well, yeah, well written. I'm going to sign off as well.
Yeah, I have to go. Thank you.
Cheers,
All the
James.
best. Look,
Cheers, guys.
I look
Cheers,
forward to
Jonas.
the
Cheers,
Yeah,
report.
well
Dave.
written, everyone. Yep, see you
Well,
soon.
all the
Bye.
best.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Gent- Cool, gentlemen, I'll bid you farewell as well. Pleasure as always.
See you later.
Cheers, mate.